Hello, this is Brian Casey of Casey Insights, and we are here in San Francisco at the JP Morgan Healthcare Conference and the Biotech Showcase. I've got with me right now Dr. Khan Siddiqui. He is Chief Medical Officer and Chief Strategy Officer at MRI developer Hyperfine. Khan, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Now, 3 years ago, hard to believe it's been 3 years, but we did a video here on the streets of San Francisco where you were rolling around the Hyperfine MRI scanner on wheels. Can we talk a little bit about the technology and what goes into being able to put an MRI scanner on wheels?
Yeah, that was the first one, right? First time
outdoor
MRI driving on the streets. And that was before we got any FDA clearances, right? So since then, launching MRI device, getting clearance during a pandemic and challenges of that were very interesting to figure out. We started commercializing in 2021. We now have FDA clearances. Multiple software releases have gone through it. Hardware iterations have gone through it. We have Canada clearance, Australia, New Zealand clearance in Pakistan, and most recently in the United Kingdom also. We're commercializing only in US, Canada, and Australia for now. Mm-hmm. But so far going well. Our commercial focus has been in neurocritical care. That's a very niche point we've identified where everybody has the highest value from the device. It's the ICU patient that is critical, that needs information. Physicians need information to treat them, and they are the ones that don't have option for scanning. They are usually on devices or unable to move, and if you have to move them, it's a big expedition. You need nursing staff, respiratory therapists, physicians to go, and you take up 3 times slots on MR scanner. Yeah. With nursing shortages, MR tech shortages just becoming challenging. So we completely fit in that mold very well, where the scanner can sit in the ICU and image that neurocritical care patient and give that insight at point of care right away to the clinician. Yeah. So it has been amazing commercial activity and doing really well.
Now, you have a number of research partners that have been using the system. What sort of things are they finding out? What kind of impact is this having on clinical care?
Yeah, so the research, a lot of stuff started much earlier on, but I'll talk more about what commercial customers are finding out, because now that we have commercial systems out there in clinical practice, they're seeing multiple things. They're seeing faster ROIs because the cost of moving the scanner. Some of the studies that have come out from our commercial partners have been showing that you can reduce report turnaround time by 11 hours in an ICU patient. Wow. Just imagine how long it takes to schedule and get the patient down, get the reports done, and back to the critical care doctor's hands. You can reduce significantly all that aspect of it. There's huge cost and issues happen because of complication during transportation, so we reduce a lot of that cost on top of it. Plus, typical ICU patient takes 3 slots on an MR scanner. Now you can use that same scanner for 3 more patients that previously you were only using for 1 patient. So there's just multiple. It benefits the patient, provides faster diagnosis, benefits the clinician, is provide them rapid diagnosis to make decision on treatment. It benefits the nursing staff because they don't have to run around the hospital with the patient. It benefits the radiology department because you're opening up capacity to do more imaging, and benefits the health system because in these inpatients, usually they are DRG-based reimbursement. So the more imaging you do, the more delay patient stays in the ICU, the higher the cost is. Yeah. So it's benefiting all the constituents in the health system, from the health system to the clinician to the patient themselves.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, you guys were at RSNA just a month or so ago, and you were scanning on the floor. So people could go in and get in the queue and get scanned on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. We're showing the value of being an ultra-low field scanner and safety of it, and to be able to do that imaging right at the show floor and in the noisy environment, right? Sure. I mean, that is one of the key technologies we have, that we do not require a shielded room, and we use software and the hardware that we've built to cancel out all the environmental noise so we can generate diagnostic quality images. So that's what we were demonstrating over there. One of the things we've taken, and a very different approach to other medical devices, is faster iteration on software. Mm-hmm. So we do multiple releases regularly. I think we did 6 or 7 releases last year. Got them through FDA and 2 customer sites immediately. It's all over-the-air updates that happen on the scanner. Great. And that's how you can see rapid improvement in image quality, new sequences coming out, new features coming out, and magically your scanner now has more things that you had a few months ago.
That's great. So here at JP Morgan and Biotech Showcase, what are some of the things that you're working on right now?
So I'm personally focusing more on business development type of activities with other medtech companies, and a few folks around that stuff, and obviously some big health systems that are here too. Our CEO Maria Sands and our CFO Lok Gupta are here. They are more focusing on the public market related activities, investor related activities, and I'm mostly focusing on business development as my role as a chief medical officer in the company. So
Great.
yeah, it's always great. Everybody, all the decision makers are here, right? So you can
Yep.
make all those connections and follow up discussions around that.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to following you guys in the near future.
That's awesome. Thank
John,
you.
thanks
Always
again
a
for being
pleasure.
with us.
Thank you very much, Brian.
Signing off from JP Morgan Week, my name is Brian Casey.